Hey, good morning. How are you? Hopefully doing great. We will see some sunshine today. It is rather dreary out there still, a lot of cloud cover, but we'll see some late this afternoon. It's not going to be like the most beautiful day, but I do think late this afternoon, partly cloudy skies, and temperatures should warm up to around 70, believe it or not. Okay, so you've heard about the well-advertised Arctic blast by now. Let's walk through this and I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. One thing is for sure, cold air is coming, and it's going to be pretty cold. So cold air is finally coming from the northern part of the country into Canada and moving into Texas. This front should arrive sometime Friday evening, let's say 6 o'clock in the evening, give or take. Front pushes through, boy, you're going to know it when it gets here. Winds really pick up. It'll be in the 40s. Then I think by Saturday morning, by the way, I'm using the GFS model here, and the temperatures can be a little wacky. Not exactly what I think is going to happen, but I think upper 30s Saturday morning. This is saying 43, but I think upper 30s. And then by noon, notice how the little green line turns to pink. That's that freezing rain, freezing drizzle. And I think in this situation, that cold air is going to be so shallow, only about 3,000 feet thick, that above it, let's say around 5,000 feet, temperatures will be in the mid 50s to around 50 degrees. So there's no doubt this is going to be an all liquid event, but the problem is when temperatures at the ground get below 32, then it turns into ice. And I think that's what we're going to see is rain, a lot of drizzle, I think, just a tremendous amount of drizzle Saturday afternoon. So in those locations that drop below freezing Saturday afternoon, primarily the hill country, you're going to start to see some problems on elevated surfaces, rooftops, tree limbs, let's say telephone lines and bridges. Those will be the problem areas. Now, I notice that the GFS and some of the global models want to take the precip out of the question across the hill country in the afternoon. I'm not so sure about that because with the global models like this, first of all, they don't have a lot of the resolution, and so I don't think it's really showing drizzle. I probably agree Saturday afternoon we're not going to see a lot of shower activity, but drizzle is still a problem. If you're below 32 and you've got drizzle, you've got freezing drizzle, and that's going to be an issue. So through the hill country, Saturday afternoon, freezing drizzle for the most part. And then I think here in the city at the airport, temperatures should get below freezing sometime in the evening on Saturday, and there still will be some drizzle. I think it's going to be very light, but there will still be some drizzle left over. And then overnight Saturday and into the first thing Sunday morning, we will continue to have drizzle with temperatures below freezing. I doubt very seriously we'll see much of any kind of precip after about sunrise on Sunday. But by that point, we should have pretty good accumulation. How much am I talking about? It's going to be really pretty light, but I think the Europeans got a pretty good grasp on it. Let's say about 1/10 of an inch to maybe as high as 2/10, just depending, but probably closer to 1/10 of an inch. But 1/10 of an inch of ice is a real problem on bridges and everything else. So there will be some travel issues, I think, Saturday afternoon, late Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, Saturday overnight, and into Sunday morning. Here in the city, probably not much because the precip's going to be so light. But let's say north of 1604, as usual, and into the hill country, you'll have some accumulation. So watch those bridges, watch those overpasses, because they will be a problem. And that's the way I see it. And then this could be a pretty long duration event with temperatures just getting above freezing only briefly, like for a few hours Sunday afternoon and Monday afternoon. Otherwise, you're below freezing. And so in the hill country, really need to watch these pipes. Make sure that they're wrapped up, make sure they're protected. Don't forget about the people and the plants and the pets as well as we head into this weekend. Okay, let's take a look what's happening out there right now. 65 degrees, record high is 83. We won't worry about that. For the next couple of hours, we'll have clouds, but eventually we will see some sunshine. Come on, let's see. Yeah, we'll see some sunshine this afternoon, highs around 70. The cloud cover, this is the visible satellite imagery. Let me show you what it looks like. Right now, yeah. You can see the clouds are thinning, but it's going to take a couple more hours. But by this afternoon, we'll have some sunshine, and it'll be a nice afternoon. Cuero and points eastward still looking at some shower activity. What's the current temperature out there right now? Let's see. Let's see, a high of 70, so we're probably in the 60s. Yep, 65. And we'll hit right on par. We're right on par to hit 70 for that high. Let's see what the temperatures are like across the northern portions of the country. High this afternoon, up around Bismarck, 14, Minneapolis, 22, and this cold air is not on the move yet, but will be. Taking a look at the upper level pattern, we haven't seen much of this so far this winter, with a big ridge across the Pacific helping to drive that cold air right out of the northern part of Canada and then driving it southward. And of course, as usual, we're going to be right on the southern extent of frozen precipitation, mainly in the hill country. But I think after Sunday morning, I don't think we've got a problem after that. Tuesday is kind of interesting, but I don't think we're going to have a problem there either. All right, so let's get to the 14-day, and this is what it looks like. High today, right around 70. Tomorrow morning, 53 or so for a low. High 73. A little fog tomorrow morning. Fog Friday morning. About a 40% chance of showers on Friday. High 67. That cold front comes through. We're in the mid-30s most of the day on Saturday with drizzle, so not a very pleasant day at all. Wind chills around 20. And then we'll finally dip below freezing in the city Saturday night, but earlier than that in the hill country. That's why I think there'll be accumulation in the hill country. And then Sunday, boy, it's going to be a chilly day. Low 26, high 37. Monday morning, mid-20s. I think Tuesday, mid-20s, something like that. And staying pretty chilly all next week. So winter. People have been wondering, where's the winter? Well, it is coming. All right, this is the way I see the world and how it looks, and plan accordingly. Make sure and watch the noon show, 4, 5, 6, and 10. I'll be back tomorrow morning, and let's see, enjoy the afternoon. All right. If you need anything else, go to kids5.com or Kids5 Plus. All right, thank you so much, and we'll see you later.